welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is our 2-hour live stream where we come together as a community to work on our goals, our aims, projects, anything that we want to get to. It could just be your goal for the week. It could be waking up this morning and having a cup of coffee because you had a hard week and you need to practice a little self-care. But within this 2 hours, we're going to have Power Hour. 1 hour of focused time. Hopefully that's not interrupted, where you can work on whatever it is that you want to work on. Maybe you just want to hang out with our community and, need some support or give us some support. Does not really matter.
That's right.
And I am Kat, for anyone who is new to my channel, Kat's Novel Adventures, and we welcome you. Please introduce yourself. Let us know what you're up to, what your goals, aims, projects are. And also welcome to anyone who's watching on replay. I want to say I get a thrill every time I see someone comment on a Saturday Morning Momentum after the fact, because it makes me feel like we're doing something right. Don't you think, Laurie?
I do. I think and I think we are doing something right. And I love watching them, especially recently when I've missed so many of them. So it's been really fun to do that. But sometimes I forget to put a comment, so I'll go in and do that.
And most of you know Laurie, but Laurie, let our new friends know a little bit about yourself.
Oh, sure. I am indeed Laurie, and I am originally from the Midwest, and I currently live in the southern area where Kat does too, in Mississippi. And I have a bunch of kids and a bunch of wonderful friends and a bunch of books. Someone said to me, I think it was Krista, said once that if you had more than 1,000 books, then you officially had a library. And so I officially have a library, and I always wanted to be a librarian when I was a kid. So I think that just worked out like magic, right?
We're our own personal librarians of our own personal library, right?
That's right. Yeah. So, and I'm a professional certified coach. I coach people most of the day, and I love working at home, and I love my current situation. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So for those of you who are our regulars, Laurie has not been here for a little bit because she's been helping her daughter's family, her daughter, because Megan and Jesse welcomed a baby boy into the world a little bit earlier than anticipated.
Yeah, but he's doing great. He's home now. He came home Thursday, and I am going back tomorrow. I'm splitting with his Mimi, whose birthday it is today. So she's going to go home today. And so we are all just as a family showing up and doing what we can and supporting, new mom, not a new mom, but a new preemie mom with a toddler, and who loves him very much. But she's got to be, she just wants to touch him all the time.
Yes. My niece is going through the same thing because she had a baby at the end of April, and she had a little boy, Evan.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Addison, every time you see Addison, she's like poking at him, trying to hold him, hugging him. You can see like it's usually Mark's arm in the picture because trying to help Addison, because Addison just made 1 in August. So it's not like she's still kind of a baby too.
Yeah, and that's it. And Lyra has been taking care at her daycare. There are younger kids, there are babies. There's a certain, I don't know what the limit is, but she's been taking care and helping with them. And we get photos of her doing that all the time. And she has a little baby doll she got for Christmas. So she's been, hanging around with it up around the neck, which of course it's a little like, no, we need to have a conversation about that. But
yes,
I think she's going to be fine. But she is just so excited, that this has happened. And when we were in the NICU, when we would take her, he had all the tubes and all the things, and and so now he's free, and he looks like,
like a baby doll.
It did get easier for her as they took him down off of different things. But when she first saw him, he was under the blue light because he had a little jaundice, they all do. And she was just not certain at all what was going to happen. to that. So it's good that she's in a space where now she can see him for, for who he is and touch him a little bit. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, I love that you've been grandmama
I
and
have
taken
indeed.
that role on even more significantly than you
Yeah.
have, because you do have
Yeah.
other grandbabies.
Yeah.
But I am excited that you're back because
Me
we
too.
we have missed you.
I have
Um,
missed you guys too.
and you and I are going to be together today
I
because our
know.
other ladies, other lovely ladies, have other things going on today.
Yeah.
So let's see who is in the house with us today. Swank is here. Konnichiwa, everybody. Happy Butterfly Education and Awareness Day, Drive
Oh,
and Theater Day, and World Tabletop Games Day.
wonderful.
What a fun day.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too.
Molly is here this morning. Good
Wonderful.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Kathy. And good morning, Molly Sue or she's saying, hey, Molly Sue from Swing. Good morning. Well, good European afternoon from Susie. Welcome. We
Hmm.
appreciate you being here. Patrice is here. Good morning. And been procrastinating all day. Hope to finally get some reading done. Well, hopefully you'll get a good focused hour worth of
Yeah,
reading done.
yeah.
Hello, Allie. I mean, Allie. I'm sorry. Hello, Naomi. Happy Saturday. I'm confusing her with Nikki.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
My
happened.
door, I'm having problems with my door. I can't open it very well. Come on. I think I need a new doorknob. Good morning, M. Cleaning, reading, writing are on the agenda today. That sounds good. Cool. I officially have a library as well in that
There
case.
you
Yeah.
go. We
Say
could
that.
be librarians together.
Hello, sweet Kaylin. And good morning, Denise. She's saying good morning, everyone. My granddaughter spent the night, so she's going to help me with some chores this morning.
Good.
Excellent. Emily, good to see
Oh,
everyone,
thank
especially
you.
Lori.
Thank you.
And good morning, Mindy. I am so relaxed today. Summer break is here. Yeah, a lot of our teachers are like feeling much more relaxed because of summer
Yeah,
break. I can tell you that much.
yeah.
Congratulations, Lori.
Thank you,
And
Denise.
so wonderful to hear, Lori. So glad your little grandson is home. Congrats to you and blessings to you and your family.
Thank you, Kathy.
And
Oh,
welcome back, Laura. We missed you. And
yeah.
Em said, so precious. Congratulations. I'm glad your sweet grandson is home. We are too, because it was a hit or miss there as far as like he would make progress. He would make like two steps, three
Mhm.
steps forward, and then five steps back.
Yep.
Hello, Livia. So good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Livia kind of took a little hiatus from
Yeah.
BookTube for a bit. So I always love seeing her come
Yeah.
back. And yay, Mindy.
Yeah.
Hi, Lori.
Good morning.
Congratulations.
Thank
And hi to
you.
everyone. Alicia's here. Good morning, Kat and
Yay.
Lori. Happy Saturday. Getting breakfast pizza and coffee before intentions today. Very
Nice.
nice. Very nice. I don't know if you know that Alicia had a pipe burst in her bathroom. You
Yes.
might have seen it on Discord, but it's coming around
Good.
and she's going to be getting her bookcases back in her
Yay. I
room.
know that is such a tragedy, isn't it? I can't.
I know. I know. It could have actually been much worse for her books,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sad that it happened, but like I told her, maybe there's a blessing in this that you're going to get bigger and better
Yeah.
bookcases. So,
I
and then
think that's true.
Emily says she's working on getting her dinner in the crock pot, broccoli, beef,
Ooh.
ramen. That sounds yummy.
Ooh, that does sound good.
And more highs. And Mindy said, I'm thinking about filming my first video in 2 months. Well,
Good for
I hope
you.
you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I took time off, Mindy, last year. I took 7 months off.
I took over a year off at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
was still doing my live streams, but, yeah, I took 7 months off, from
Mhm.
filming videos, and I haven't been filming tons of, videos just because I'm busy doing other stuff, but,
Yeah.
I know how that is. For me, it was kinda daunting to film my first video after being on a hiatus because it was like you're just out of practice,
Yeah.
from doing it, but, I'm rooting for you, Mindy. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for and more highs, highs, and Swank says, "You go, Mindy." And how long is the summer break for in the US?
Mm.
It's about 9 to 10 weeks,
It
maybe.
varies now though, because some
Yeah.
people aren't getting summer breaks anymore in some states. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the state. There's some states do practice all around school. I know in Utah, they tried that, and then they went back because it didn't really work out well for them.
Yeah.
But, usually in Louisiana, a lot of the schools get out before the end of May,
Yeah.
usually before, Memorial Day is when
Yes.
most of them. But our schools go back. I mean, they can start reporting back like the first week of August.
Ours
So
do too. Yeah, yeah. And there is one in New Orleans because one of my daughter's best friends, she's an angel on the earth too. But she's got one of those like year-round schools, but they have a month off and then they go back
mhm.
and then they have a month off and then they go back. So it's not as bad as it sounds, but it's a
I
lot
think
of
part of the adjustment is parents who work because,
yes,
the thing about it is, if you go to school your traditional 10 months,
yeah,
from
right.
August to May, say, um, kids are in school the majority of that time. Parents
Mhm.
can make arrangements during the holiday times or whatever. And if with the summer, you have a lot of schools and organizations that offer summer camps, even the
Oh,
universities
absolutely.
order
Yeah,
summer camps. So
yeah.
parents always have some way to do it. But if you just have that month here and a month there, if you don't have any kind of a place that can take the children from that time, it makes it difficult for parents to
Mhm.
work. It's what am I
Mhm.
supposed to do? So they either rely on grandparents, a friend, or somebody to help with childcare, or I don't know. I don't know what they do. I was a teacher for a very long time, as long as my kids were young. So
Yeah.
I purposely did that. I left the type of work that I did and went back and got my teaching certificate so that I could have a schedule like my kids. And
Yeah.
so my kids were always with me. It doesn't mean that I didn't put them like if Southeastern University had an art camp, I'd bring Andrew and let him go to the art camp. We went to the
Yeah.
library for different
Oh,
things,
yeah.
but it
Yeah.
wasn't like I had to rely on somebody to watch him because I was
Right.
home.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
Andrew was very small, he was in daycare. He was in a little daycare close to the school I taught at, and the lady there was super, super nice. She did not make me pay to hold my spot,
Oh, nice.
which I thought was
Yeah.
extremely nice, but I told her, I'm like, "I'm a teacher. I'm not gonna bring him to daycare during the summer if I'm home."
Yeah.
That's the purpose of why I wanna
Yeah.
be with him, and I wanna, spend time with them, and she
Yeah.
was very, very nice about that. She never charged me for my holidays or anything like that,
Oh,
so
good. Yeah,
that
Megan pays
was
for the
that's
whole
very
summer.
unusual too.
It
It's
is.
not
Yeah.
everybody's like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
I just think, about parents that don't have that similar schedule. It's
Mhm.
it can be hard on them,
Mhm.
stressful.
Stressful.
And Alicia said, "For my kids, they're in summer break for 10 weeks." Yeah, I always say it's about a 9 to 10-week period,
Mm.
which is like a 9-week period of school here. I mean, some people
And
do
in
6 weeks. We always did
yeah.
9.
And in Chicago, I feel like we didn't get out until June for sure
Right,
when I was a kid, but also we always went back after Memorial Day. Or
right.
not, yeah, is that right? We always went back
After Labor Day.
after Labor Day, that was it. Yeah, in September. So it was a little bit different for us, I guess, but,
Well,
you
that's
know.
how Jen is, Jen of Pages and Chaos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's in New York, and they go to school after Labor Day, but, like,
Yeah,
she goes into June.
Yeah, into
So it
June
does
for sure.
vary, it does
Yeah,
vary. I mean, I remember us going back to school when I was younger, much later,
yeah,
and there were actually years the year that Andrew was born, I was teaching, and, for some reason, we went back to school around the 20th or the 21st of
yeah,
August, which was so it just keeps creeping,
it does. Yeah,
you
it
know,
does.
so Kathy said schools in my area of New York go till end of June and start last
Oh,
week of August before Labor Day. We have a couple of weeks left in this school year. Wow, that is a long time.
yeah.
In Chicago, we got out in June and went back after Labor Day.
Yep.
I think partly, I mean, you would think that they would go a little bit later, and start a little bit later here in Louisiana. In Mississippi, I would think too, just
Yeah.
because of hurricane
The
season.
season. I know. I've said it all along. And the
Um,
heat too. I
I
mean, it
mean,
does
we're
get
still in hurricane season in September, but I find the
oh
sweet
yeah.
spot for hurricanes hitting us the worst are around that August.
August. Yes. Hello, Hurricane Katrina. Hello,
Yeah,
Camille. I mean,
yeah,
really. Yes. Yeah.
kinda. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible.
I know.
Yeah, Swank, so excited. Tile goes Monday. And Naomi said the school I work at near Pittsburgh got out May 22nd. That's how our schools here did, and go
Yeah.
after Labor Day, I think.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, that
That's
is
a good
good.
amount of time. Now, I will have to say, we also probably have different holidays than people in different
Well,
areas do
yes,
because we celebrate Mardi Gras,
we do.
and that is a whole week off for us. Some of our holidays, like we get 2 weeks off around Christmas time. We get off a whole entire week for Thanksgiving. Um,
Yeah.
if you're in a parochial school, private school, a lot of times you're off from Good Friday and that entire next week after Easter.
Yes.
So you got to keep that in mind too.
Mhm.
Yes, our local schools just had their last day yesterday. We homeschool but follow the public school schedule.
That's
Our
good.
our summer June 4th through August 21st. That's nice. That's a
Yeah,
nice,
that
yeah.
is nice.
And M said we're in Michigan. In Alabama now, but grew up in Massachusetts. Late June to after Labor Day was summer break. Yeah,
Yep.
I imagine Alabama's different. And yeah, hurricane season, June to November.
You
Yeah.
know, we hate it.
Yeah. So does Alicia, because she was affected with some of the storms we didn't get that
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Susie said we have 6 weeks off during summer in the
In the
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Oh, nice.
Woohoo! Krista's in the house. Good morning. Just popping in to say hi. I'm heading out to Strawberry Festival with some church friends today. I did a power hour yesterday.
Good
Wonderful.
for
Gold
you.
Star. Enjoy your time at the Strawberry Festival.
We're
That sounds
supposed to go to a strawberry blueberry festival today, but it is pouring down rain
fun.
here. So I don't know that we're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I
But
didn't get to go walk this morning because I
yeah,
woke up to rain. That's what woke
yeah,
me up this morning. I'm like, is that
yeah.
rain? I better
It's
really
really
get that
raining bad.
listen.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's gonna be I don't think we're gonna get much more today, so I'll just do my walk later in the evening.
yeah.
Chicago area also has Kazimierz Pulaski Day off. He is a Polish colonel who helped Washington in the Revolutionary War. And Chicago has the largest Polish population, second to Warsaw.
That is,
That is fascinating,
yeah,
Emily.
yeah.
I'm taking a picture of that because Alex is all now. Of course, Alex is not having sprints next Friday, but I'm holding on to this tidbit of information because she always asks two questions in her sprints, and one of them is, "What did you learn this week?" and the other one is, what did you accomplish that you're proud of?"
Oh, that's good.
And I never can think of what I learned. I'm like, I know I
Well, now
learned
you
stuff.
have one. Yeah, that's very true.
Hurricane Milton, we didn't have power for 4 days. And then Livia said in Italy, school ends June 8th, and the new year starts the second week of September. And it's going to be hot here, 90s, but isn't too bad yet. Ugh, so hopefully you won't melt while you're
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
And to Krista from Kathy, have fun at your festival. So we are about to go into our power hour, but before that, we want to know what everybody's intentions are for today. So, Laurie, what do you have planned?
My plan is to finish this library book that I grabbed when I was watching my other grandchildren. So this is The Secret Lives of Murderers' Wives, and
Ooh.
I have been in a slump and I was struggling with some other books, and then I got this from the library, and then one day I grabbed it and I was like, "Oh, that sounds good." And so I've been reading like light things that, and this will be for Justice June too, which is my little thing where we have a month of different focus, but it's good, and I'm almost done, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know that it's going to be a 5-star read, but Jill, who's often on here and is on my Discord and stuff too, she loved it. She said it was 5 stars.
Oh,
She thought
good, good.
yeah, she thought it would get me out of slump, and so it is. It definitely has. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really been in a slump per se. I've read a decent amount, but during May, I ended up reading more children's lit than I did adult lit. I
Yeah.
did 2 books that were adult lit. I say that for Zombie-thon. I did read 2 adult books for book clubs and, buddy read. So
Uh-huh.
I guess my reading has been fine, but I kind of focused a little bit more on movies during Zombie-thon, and that was kind of fun
Yeah.
just to take that like little break or whatever. I still
Yeah.
think I read probably 9 books, which
That's
isn't
good.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
And I'm reading our book club book, uh, which is Major Pettigrew's
Oh,
Last
I
Stand.
love
Oh
that
my
book.
gosh, Laurie. I
Yeah.
chose this as my prompt for 5-star prediction on Summer Book Bingo because it just feels like it could be a 5-star for me, and I'm loving it. The characters, Major and Mrs. Ali, I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, they are so cute." The Major is so cute with just all his, like, inner thoughts, and
Yeah.
it's
I
just fun
loved it
because
too. I think I'm gonna reread it before you guys do the book club.
well, it's because of their age too.
Yeah.
Mrs. Ali just reveals that she's 58 years old, which is a year older than me.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
just like, just trying to think about what would I be like in that position, if I didn't have my husband anymore, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's very sweet. I'm just like I think on chapter 7, just made it to either 6 or 7. So I'm not big into it, but I'm reading it with my eyeballs and I'm taking my time. I'm not even looking for it on the audiobook. I just want to read it and enjoy it and relax with it. And I think
Yeah.
that's into the enjoyment too. And it takes place in the English countryside.
No,
Love that.
I know. We all need to be there now. It's probably
Yes.
colder there too, or cooler anyway. Yeah.
So
Mm.
my plans for Power Hour is I need to finish my planning my week next week. I started yesterday, but I need to plan it out.
Mm.
And then if I do have any extra time, I don't know what I'm going to get up to. I'll have to see. Either I might sort some stuff in here or just write out some notes. I want to do another blog post because I'm doing a lot of June tasks, goals kind of,
Mm.
and I'd like to do a blog post um, to kind of talk about my first week of everything I experienced, the ups, the downs, what's going right, what, I need, what I
Yeah.
learned,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So anyway, I think I might work on my notes after I do that. I think I might do that.
Sounds good.
So Emily said, yay, my Chicago facts are useful.
Always.
And I'm at my condo pool listening to you guys. Oh, I
Ooh.
love that. The pool is cold, but at least you're
Oh.
relaxing. I love that. Power hour at the pool. Nice. Self-care.
That's right.
Kathy's intentions are to clean the kitchen while listening to audio of yours truly by Abby Jimenez.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Susie's hoping to make a dent in her audiobook, The Music of What Happens by Bill Coningsberg, and my ebook, The Names by Florence Knapp. Very nice.
Okay.
And Alicia's intentions are to get dressed, and we are taking measurements for drawing our bookcases and figuring out materials needed and prepped for the Home Depot trip today. I saw a hack yesterday. I wish I could remember the lady that I saw it about if you have an outlet and you want to cut the bookcase to go over the outlet. The way she did it, she had an IKEA bookcase, but what she did was she unscrewed her outlet cover, she
Uh-huh.
turned it around, She put toothpaste around the edge. She took the bookcase, she pressed the bookcase where the bookcase was gonna be, so when she moved the bookcase, it made the outline of it. And then she cut, the square, the rectangle out, and then she
Yeah.
had a special little box because when she fit it over there, she
Uh,
couldn't get it to line up the way it needed to. So, it was some special little plastic box she put in, reattach after she turned off her electricity. She even made a
right.
note
Oh,
this
yeah.
after you turn off the electricity, and then
Yeah.
she put that on there and put the plate, and it was so cool because it looked like it was attached to the bookcase or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a great idea.
so
My son did that when he did ours, but we also had to have other outlets put in because we only had one on that wall, and now we wanted one for each bookcase too, and then also for that wall. And yeah, it's a lot, but it's great, and it works really easily if you can.
right, so I thought that was a
Yeah,
great hack. I should have,
yeah,
cut it and sent it to Alicia so she could see, but Alicia is on the ball. She always
just got it
is gonna
together.
do all
That's
that stuff. She
right.
is. She's remarkable.
Yeah, yeah.
Swank is going to do morning pages and keep reading the Let Them theory.
All
Excellent.
right, good.
And Kathy's also reading The Kingdom Will Not Kill Me Physically, couldn't get the audio.
Uh,
Gotcha. Good morning from Kristen. Kristen, let us know what you're gonna be up to.
yeah,
Olivia's going to listen to The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan while putting away some stuff on my craft room and setting up the space for filming a couple of videos.
good
Wonderful. I
for
haven't
you.
read that series yet
I
by
haven't
Rick
done.
Riordan. I did the whole Percy Jackson series, that first series, and I did read two of the trilogy that has to do with the Egyptian mythology.
Oh,
Never did get to the third book. So I
yeah.
think I would have to reread because it's been many years since I read the first two.
Yeah,
Naomi said, for Power Hour, I have my spinner wheel for 21 adulting tasks I need to get done today.
for you.
21. You have surpassed Krista.
20. All in one day.
She usually has about 16-ish on
Yeah,
her wheel and always gets about half done. I gave Krista gold star because last week she ended up using Power Hour for us, and she gave lots of comments about what she was doing, how she made progress. So I was
yeah,
really happy. It does make me very happy when people do use it, or even if they go back to use it. That's the whole reason why I keep a playlist, because
yeah.
it could be
I
helpful.
do. Yeah.
And Alicia said, I got my happy mail from Hubman and Chub Girl, stationery and stickers. Very nice. And Alicia says, we're talking about moving outlets to be more accessible. Excuse me. And Alan says it's an outlet extender. We're talking about doing that. Yes, an
Yeah.
outlet extender. I don't know if he actually said what the name of it was, but it was this little gray box that you had to put in there. And I said, oh, that's really cool. I wish I would have thought about cutting in because I have an outlet here, and I was like, I wish I would have thought about that, but I'm okay. We built our house with a lot of outlets because the house we were renting before we built our house had hardly any outlets in
Oh, yeah,
it.
that drives me
And
nuts.
so we're like, so I told Barry, I'm like, I want an outlet on every wall if possible,
Yeah,
because it's just, you don't realize how much you need them, you
yeah,
know?
it's true.
So Molly's going to break down boxes that she's been collecting. Wonderful. 21. Wow. I mean, I only did 10 to 12 tasks. Well, I
Kinda
think
bizarre.
Naomi is probably using that for the entire day, not just for Power Hour. So that's a good
Yeah.
thing. Patrice is finishing up Yesteryear, weirdest book I've read in ages.
I
Yeah,
can't wait to get to it. I've heard
I
that
want
it's
to read this one now because I've heard
yeah,
so many different reactions to it. There's some
me
people that
too.
love it.
I
There's
know.
some people that hate it. You're
Yeah.
saying it's the weirdest book you've read in ages. So it's definitely one. I kind of like regret not getting that when it came out for Book of the Month, because it's like, man, I bet you that would have been a good one. Not that I don't like the one that I got,
Right.
but
Well, I
uh,
can lend it to you because I have it. I just haven't read it
I
yet,
know
but, I can pass you by and throw the
that's
book out.
true. That's true. That's true. I mean, but it's just, it's not that I can't say I regret my book that I have. I haven't even read that one yet. I might love
Right.
the one I have. It's just too many good books and not enough
There's
time.
so many. I know it.
Alicia said, I watched one of Krista's videos and she gave me a challenge. Ooh.
Okay.
And Power Hour is so helpful, Kat. I so appreciate you and your crew each week. Thank you, Kathy. That really does mean a lot. I mean, I can't put into words, I can't articulate it enough.
Yes.
And good morning, Jellicle. A little late, went out to water flowers we planted yesterday to find that squirrels have dug several of them up, so there was an emergency replanting. Those darn squirrels.
Telling you.
They probably buried some acorns in there that you don't know about, and they're trying to get to them.
Just never know. Yeah.
Oh, squirrels. Mindy said, I am going to be doing cleaning sprint while listening to The Ghost Rider by Julia Clark.
Oh,
Julie Clark.
I
Nice.
read
I like
that
the
one.
title.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Naomi says, yeah, I'm probably only going to get to 5 tasks or so during Power Hour. We're rooting for you. And I love yesteryear. It is weird. I love weird. So Angelical says, I'm going to update my reading journal for Power Hour. Sounds good. Well, I think everybody's got their plans for Power
Yeah.
Hour. So we're going to go ahead and get our kitty cat up.
All right.
So let's share our screen for our little kitty cat. We're going to get our banner up. There we go.
All right.
Everybody on your marks, get set, Power Hour. Welcome back.
Mhm.
That was a very productive power hour for me.
Good.
I'm so excited.
What did you get done?
I planned my next week,
Mhm.
and I did do. It's going to hinge on what happens this weekend. So I did leave some blank spaces, which Laura Vandekam does recommend that when you're planning ahead or whatever, because you never know if something unexpected will happen. You need to move stuff. Um,
Mhm.
but depending on if I am able to declutter and organize my scrapbook room this weekend,
Mhm.
that will mean something different from our week.
That's
However, if I don't, then I'll be, decluttering and organizing next week, which I'm hoping that I will get it done this weekend. It's all going to depend. Barry's going out of town all next week. So I'm going to be solo next week, which is the good thing about that. I mean, I'll miss him. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
yeah, no, I get it.
He does get home later in the evening. So it's not like I'm spending tons of time anyway, but I do
Right.
tend to cut my evening off to go spend time with him when he gets home because he does go to bed early too. But with him not being home, I do have to also watch how involved I get in stuff because then that's when I start going to bed late and can't get up and all
Oh,
that
gotcha.
kind of thing. But with that being said, if we might be spending time doing stuff this weekend because he is going to be out of town. So I don't know how much
Oh.
time I'm going to have. So anyway, I'm leaving my blocks. I have some little post-it notes with like question marks in case I can get that done. I mean, that's my hope anyway.
Got
But
got
I also, once I got that taken care of, I also got all of my notes. I had made a little list of everything in my June challenge for my goals. And
Mhm.
I just made a copy of that and wrote my notes next to everything, kind of fleshing out my ideas of, what went good, what, I'm still working on, that kind of stuff, how I'm going to progress. So
Mhm.
I'm excited about that because when I actually sit down to write my blog post, I'll have a starting point of where to go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm giving myself a gold star.
Good for you. I am giving it to you too. I can't
I
make
am.
the sound and the clap happen, but I'm
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. So how did your power hour go? I saw you very studiously reading your book.
I was reading. I did have a little bit of a waylay. Our older dog, who's not doing so well, has a hematoma in her ear, and so Lisa was trying to manage that, and she needed me to help hold her down because she's a golden and she's big, and So
Yeah.
anyway, so I did help with that, and then I came back and I was reading, and then I had a chat with the kids, and then I was reading again. So I'm on page 330 of, and this is large print, by the way. So I don't know if I should count this for Big Book Summer because it's really probably not this
Uh,
many pages.
well, but still, the book that
But
you're reading is
it's
big.
that's right. It's 403. So I have about what is that 70 to go? 330 and
Oh,
400.
not bad.
Not bad. I'll finish today, I'm sure. And then I took a few minutes to just think about my intentions because I was like, oh, whoa, I need to figure out what I'm going to do this week.
Yes, yes, have those in the back of your mind for when
Yeah. And then I
we
ate
figure all
breakfast too
that.
because I didn't have enough breakfast apparently. So I went and got myself a muffin and had some of that with my coffee. Yeah. So that's
Very
what.
nice. I love
Yeah.
it. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. Okay, so let's see how everybody else did. Allie popped in and she was intending to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, book one. She's on page
Yeah.
556, which is good progress. Andy
Yeah.
also popped in to say hello to us. My friend Simon also popped in and wished us a happy Saturday. He was actually very productive because he was texting me about some things he was doing. So he gets a gold star for completing some of
Good.
his tasks. I know for sure because they were pretty important tasks. Carmen also joined us, and she was having her first cup of coffee and doing some reading before jumping into her day, which is a nice way to start your day. And then
Absolutely.
Jen also popped in. She's cleaning today and needed some sprints to keep me motivated. Hope y'all are doing well. So we are doing well, Jen, and we're glad that you popped in. I told her, I said, it's nice to have company when you're cleaning. You kind of feel like you're not
Yeah, it's true.
being punished. Molly said, well, boxes in library, which doesn't have 1,000 books in it, too much moving for that, are broken down. Next, it gets paperwork for insurance ready to submit. Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know who really made that rule about the library. To me, you have a library if you have like a
Yeah.
collection of books. I mean, just
I
in
think you're
general.
right. Yeah. And I get the thing about not having as many when you move frequently, because when, my ex-husband was military, I'd never had that many books, not
Right.
even probably 200, because you had to pay if you were over the weight limit, so
And books
but
are
then
heavy.
once we were no longer going to be together, I just opened up
The floodgates.
the floodgates. That's right. Yeah.
It was
So
like treat yourself as
yeah.
much as you wanted.
That's right, that's right, and I have, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
and I can't think of a better thing to spend your money on than books.
and books, I know.
I mean,
Exactly.
so Kiana's here. Hello, hello, welcome. And Eleanor popped in. She is at a scrapbooking retreat this
Good for
weekend, just waking
you.
up. That was at 9:31 my time. Hope everyone is having a productive morning. So very, very happy that you popped in. She said she's also getting up and dressed to get coffee stat. So that's exciting that she is at a scrapbooking retreat. I love
Yeah,
that.
I do
And I'm
too.
hoping she's having a creative blast.
Mhm.
Naomi got 8 tasks done. So I
Ooh,
think that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. You
that's
need some professional applause for that
yes, I
because some professional applause. That is awesome.
that's right.
Swing did her morning pages and read in the Let Them Theory. Gold star. We have lots of gold stars today.
Mhm.
Denise got some organizing done.
Good.
Susie made a start in her ebook and had something to eat. Way too early for dinner, but I was starting to feel real hungry. Yeah, nothing wrong with a snack. Allie got to page 583 in Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 1. Gold star. And then hi to Jen and Kiani from Livia. And then M said, I washed dishes, ate a salad with leftover, is that Tuscan chicken? And read a story in a carnival horror anthology. Lovely. That is wonderful.
That is
And
good.
then Konnichiwa, Allie. I'm enjoying the Let Them theory. And good
Mhm.
morning from Raleigh. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. I love when I can get in back into my groove. I just feel like once I can get back into my groove with that, things are falling into place. I did also post my gold star status in Discord. And when I saw how many gold stars I had opposed to what I didn't get done, I was like, oh, well, I did much better than I thought. But, I'm trying to cut sugar. And one of the things you're not supposed to do whenever you're changing a habit is go cold turkey. I
Right.
kind of did that, so I think that kind of added to just being kind of cranky because it's not like I'm eating all
Yeah,
added sugar or whatever, and I'm trying to navigate, is it worth this amount of added sugar if I'm not getting any benefit from it? That's my dilemma I'm having with honey right
yeah,
now. I must have squeezed in a tablespoon or more of honey in my tea every day because I calculated there's 17 grams of honey. I mean, 17 grams of sugar in
sure.
honey. And even though it's a natural, doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. So I, my friend's doing it with me, my friend Catherine Huggett, and she asked me the question. And I said, well, if you only want to I say, calculate how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon and then divide it and see what you get. So 1 teaspoon, there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, which I learned
Mhm.
that. It's 5.7 grams of sugar. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. Because the first day I drank no sugar, nothing in my tea. And I was like, this tastes a little different than what I want it to taste like.
Mhm.
So, and it does depend on your tea also.
Mhm.
And so the next day I decided I'm going to add the teaspoon. Well, it doesn't seem like it made any kind of a dent whatsoever. So I'm like, do I want to have 5.7 grams of added sugar out of my allotment spent on something that I'm not getting anything from? So
Yeah.
um that's kind of like what I have to kind of think about.
Wrestle with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think going from tons of sugar to like, you know, anywhere from 3 to 7.7 or 8.7 grams of sugar daily is like a
Mhm.
significant like shock to my system. So
Mhm.
it's like my brain and it's an addiction. So I'm probably like in withdrawal from sugar. So I was kind of cranky
It's
pants.
it's major. We did that, Lisa and I did that years ago, and, we did it cold turkey too, and we were not just miserable, but we had, like, some physical, impact on it too, and we did it for more than a day, and then we ended up being okay. I mean, like, we ended up sort of coming back to normal, but
Yeah, you have to go through whatever that period is, and they do
yeah.
work. But for me, sugar is one of those things that for myself,
Mhm.
I can't be a moderator with it until I've quit it
Mhm.
enough that if I end up and I can't have it in the house, that kind of thing. But say I went
Yes.
to your birthday party and you had cake,
Yeah.
I would enjoy a slice of cake. It doesn't have to be humongous, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and I would be fine
Right.
because I'm not bringing it home with me. It's not gonna derail me because I have nothing at home. So I'll have to figure something else out,
Right,
if
right.
triggered. But yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to get on a tangent about that, but
No, I think it's helpful for people, yeah.
so Riley said, just peeking in to say hello to you lovely ladies. Well, we appreciate that, Riley, and we hope that you are having a good day. Alicia got dressed. She drew the cost of these bookcases, and whoa.
Yeah,
Well, compared to what you did put in your library first time around, if you're doing Target bookcases, they're $40. So you're going to having hand like made.
right.
Also, the one bookcase that survived back. Oh, you put the one bookcase back that survived to figure out how I spaced the books and talk to hubby about all the things. That's amazing. And I love that y'all are a team,
Yeah.
Alicia, that your
Yeah.
husband's on board for it and he supports you and he knows how important it is to you. That's amazing to me.
Mhm.
And Olivia said, I'm on chapter 21 of the Mark of Athena and almost finished with my craft room. I'm trying to decide the best place where to film so I can decorate a little behind me. That's fun. That is fun.
Yeah.
Emily organized her teacher planner and put away a load that was hang drying. Nice. And Mindy swept the kitchen and stairs to the basement. Then she organized the pantry and got all the expired food.
Mm.
I'm always amazed at what you find that's expired. I recently went through some of our canned goods too, and I'm like, really? This has been here
Yeah.
that long?
Yeah. And you just forget or you think, "Oh, I just got that." I was at Megan's the other day, we were doing that too. She was emptying out all her refrigeration stuff, and it was a crazy large amount, and she was shocked too
Yeah.
that some of that just never got. Yeah.
Well, one thing that I noticed on Krista's video that she did on her other channel where we're following her journey
Yeah.
is to save some money, she's actually going to pull things out of her freezer. So one, it gets that food out of there that's been in there a while, and then you're saving money because you're not buying anything,
Right.
but maybe your, perishables or your staples that you need to
Yeah.
spice everything up or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great idea. I mean, Barry and I talk about it, but
Mm.
then we don't actually do it. But it would be beneficial. My thing is we need a better system in our freezer because sometimes, like in my mind, I want like all leftover stuff in one section so that
Mhm.
easily access the leftovers, and
Mm-hmm.
then have everything categorized however you want to do it or whatever. Because
Yeah.
that's what ends up happening is you get, say you got leftover red beans and it's in the back of your freezer and you don't know it's there because it's covered with other stuff. Well, by the time you
Yeah.
get to it or you see it, it's got freezer burn. Well, you defeated the purpose of why you saved that
That's
in your
right.
container.
That's
And then you
right.
waste food. And I'm one that I hate to waste food.
I do too. I do too. Yeah, I found a bag of pot stickers in the back of my freezer the other day, which I don't really eat, but my grandkids do. But I don't know how it ended up in, I mean, I guess we bought it, but so I was like, oh, so I need to look and see how much time I have before I can't give them the pot stickers because
Well,
it's
yeah, I
yeah,
get it. I get
yeah,
it. And then sometimes I'll buy something thinking this, I might try this, and then I never do because I don't really enjoy cooking.
I,
So,
yeah,
or
not anymore.
I'm lazy with that. I am. I
Yeah.
admit it. It's not my thing. And
And there's just 2 of us, so if I cook something
yeah,
major, it's like so, I mean, I will say this, my son-in-law cooks almost every night, and he's a great cook, so I have
yeah,
been spoiled when I've been over there that I've eaten a lot more than I usually do at home too, but yeah, I don't 2 people, and it's just not we're not gonna eat a whole pan of lasagna
right.
fast.
Well, Barry and
That's
Barry does pretty good. He uses the pot a lot, and like
oh,
he'll
that's
probably cook a bunch of things for my son and I. And my son cooks. I mean, he worked at a
yeah.
restaurant
Right,
cooking,
right.
so he could. I've even thought about getting like HelloFresh or Blue Apron or whatever,
Yeah, we did
and
that one.
just letting him cook it and having fun with it, and then us,
Yeah,
doing that. But then I don't do it. So I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know really what the answer is. I'm the type of person that I could eat pretty much the same thing every day. It
Me
doesn't
too,
bother me.
me too.
So, like last week, for example, Barry made a big batch of egg roll in a bowl. And then he had also made some chicken for us in the crock pot. So for 3 lunches, I ate egg roll in a bowl. That was like, it's
Yeah,
just easy and it tastes good and it's
yeah.
healthy. So, Emily said, for the rest of the day, I plan on picking up my office, writing a paper for school, and starting research on my big project for school. Wow. At least you don't have to go to school and teach on top of all of that. Mindy said, I only have 1 hour, 24 minutes left in the ghostwriter. Excellent.
Good.
Jellicle made breakfast, updated her reading journal, read a chapter in the garden book, and made a list of things I need to do. Love that.
Mhm,
Kitchen tasks and 4 chapters in audiobook done. Gold star.
mhm.
Kristen caught up with a friend. I love that.
Good,
So
yes.
important. Hello, Jason. I'm editing my extreme horror novella, Pigman's Funhouse. Should be done soon. Gold star. That's wonderful. I love that. And welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. And Kristen said, I get flu like symptoms when I detox from sugars. I'm not surprised about that because I think your body is going through a major transition. And, I mean, I'm eating natural sugar. The point is to detox from the added sugar because I was doing research and, there's different takes on how much sugar you should consume added sugar. And the American Heart Association, they say women should only consume 25 grams, like no more than that per day. That's not a lot
It's not a
uh,
lot. No.
because whenever we order pizza, like I love a Sprite with that. For some reason, it just cuts whatever it is, the
Yeah,
salt, whatever in it. And I don't
yeah,
drink the whole thing. But when I was telling my son, because he and I are the ones that usually order the pizza, and he'll always say, with a Sprite. And I'm
yeah.
like, get me my 20-ounce Sprite. And so he was like, there's 63 grams of sugar in that. And I was like, yeah, think about
Ooh,
that. 63 grams of sugar would be over my allotment by how many days? And I don't even know if that was the entire bottle or if that was just a serving portion of it.
right,
So when
yeah,
you think about that, if you drink a Sprite and I'm
yeah.
only drinking half of it, that's my whole added sugar content for the day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I drink sugar-free sodas when I drink one. So I never even really thought again about how much
I know.
that might
It's
be.
it's just
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm doing I'm just it's I've been down this path before different times looking at different things, but I'm trying. We drew up the cost. I meant, oh yeah, you drew up the costs.
Ah, gotcha.
And
Yeah.
hope y'all enjoyed your power
Thank
hour.
you.
I
You
did.
did
Lori
too.
did. It looks like
Yeah.
everybody in the chat did. Hope you're enjoying your pool.
I was gonna say the
Time.
pool must be nice.
I
Yeah.
know. Using real wood for each bookcase, it's quite the price difference from a Target or even IKEA bookcase. It is. But the
Yeah, it
difference is
is.
your bookcase, and y'all are doing things to prevent it from happening again. And you know, when you have a plan, it's not going to ever happen again. So that's how
It's
it
true.
works out.
Murphy's Law.
But
Mm,
your bookcase is going to last you a lot
mm,
longer,
mm.
so
It is expensive though, and my son and his friend helped a little bit too, and we did some of the staining and all of that ourselves. But and we paid them to to do what they did. But yeah, just the lumber, just buying all of that and getting it into the house and you're into the garage at first, and
yeah,
like it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's worth it. You'll
it
love it.
is worth it in the long run.
That's right. Yeah.
Allie said, I will hopefully finish Dungeon Crawler Carl Book One and make progress in Throne of Glass.
Oh,
Excellent.
good.
Excellent. So Denise says, I'm going to work and organizing all day. I feel like I never going to be done. Oh yeah, it's a work in progress for sure. I
Yeah.
totally get that, Denise. Totally get that. So let's talk about our intentions for this upcoming week. What are your plans for this week?
Well, that's a good question. It is. I feel like I'm so behind on so many things, and part of
Me
that is
too.
because I'm not at home, and part of it is just because I'm in a place, right, where I don't know what to focus on first, and it just feels overwhelming. So I'm going to start trying to figure out how to get back into more of a groove and to catch up on some of the things that I have let go because I've just not been myself. So I'm not sure what that's called, but I just said get back into the groove. I have my Nook broke, which I haven't even had it for 6 months.
Oh,
I don't think. And yeah, and I had a warranty on it, but I reached out to the warranty people and I sent them all the things they asked me to send them, and that's been since the end of May and nothing. So I'm going to check in with them and see what the heck is happening with my Nook. I'm going to do something from my analog bag again because that was really fun, and I can bring that with me to New Orleans because I'll be in New Orleans from tomorrow to Friday. So
oh wow.
yeah, so
So are
because
you working? Are you working from
yeah,
that?
I work while I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah, but Jesse, my son-in-law, my son-in-law's mother, my daughter's mother-in-law, it's her birthday today, which we're excited that she gets to go home today and celebrate her birthday. But she's also got some company coming in, so we usually split the week about half and half,
Right,
and so
right.
I'm gonna be there all week, yeah, which is fine. Lisa and I went to New Orleans last night to see Lucy Darling. I don't know if any of you have heard of this woman. We have, and she is the strangest, but also one of the funniest people I have watched in a really long time. And I can't even begin to describe her, and we don't have time. But anyway, I'm going to research this woman this week because I'm very curious about her
Yeah.
and about how she's been a magician and she's very good at it, and now she does this kind of bit with talking to people in the audience and making fun of them, and but it's really very very funny. And see, Jellicle knows. Good. I figured some people do and some people don't, but we had the best time. So I want to find out where this woman, how this started, and what I just want to know more about her. I'm going to do some cleaning hopefully today, and then I'm going to start my other Justice June novel this week because I know what I'm going to read. It's going to be a Stacey Abrams, the first one in Stacey Abrams um, mystery thrillers, and it's about a judge, and yeah, so I'm
Oh, cool.
excited. Yeah,
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
yeah.
So you have somebody else that is a fan of Lucy.
Oh, good.
Also, Kristen. Kristen says, I love her. So So that means that some people have heard of her.
Yeah, yeah.
For my intentions this week, I have quite a few, pretty much similar to what I had last week.
Mm,
I'm going to be on week 2 of my Body Block 5. I will continue working. It'll be week 2 of my June personal challenge. I will do a blog post, but doing my notes, I might actually break it up instead of making one really long one. I might
mm,
break it up by categories and do it that way, like have an overall one, touch on a couple of topics, and
yeah,
then and move on. And we'll see how that works out.
yeah.
I want to do 3 book reviews. I keep putting it in there. Only got to one last week, but that's okay. One is better than none.
Mhm,
Um, I need to get back to the Friends of the Library store Thursday, so I'm going to try and do that. They're in the process of packing up and moving. I'll be attending a Zoom meeting on Monday evening, and then I have 2 books. I'm going to continue reading the Bookworm Club, and then the Beaumont Brady Bunch is getting back into a Beaumont book starting Sunday, tomorrow. So I'll read that for about 4 days, and then Major Pettigrew. And then like I mentioned, if I can get my scrapbook room decluttered and organized to where I can sit down and start making my packets for my retreat, then
mhm,
that is what I'm planning to do for the week. But if I cannot, then I
yeah,
will be decluttering and all that again this week to do
got
that.
yeah.
So those are my intentions. A lot to do, but I really don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of appointments this week. The only place I'm actually going is the Friends of the Library store, and I'm just gonna put my other errands on that day as well, so that way I'm not having to run out to do something on another day.
Mhm.
So, and I also do need to continue checking on my friend's cat. They should be back Monday. I don't know, probably late Monday. So
Mm.
I need to go check on Binks today, tomorrow, and
Thanks.
Monday.
Aw.
Binks, he's black, he's fluffy, and
Just
he's a
like
mess.
the movie.
Oh my gosh, he looks just like it. And when I go over there, he's super affectionate, and he has a
Mhm.
little bell on his collar. So when I open the door, the little jingling happens. He comes to greet me. I go
Aw,
check over all his stuff, and then we go on the sofa and we cuddle. So
and
I
you
get
go, "Oh,
tons
that's
of kitty
wonderful."
cuddling done. And we cuddle, and then when he's had enough of me, he just goes off, and
Yeah.
then I give him his little treats, which he loves his treats. He loves his treats, and he loves playing in his litter robot litter box. So that's
Ah,
another reason I have to go, because if he plays in there, he
yeah.
stops it from doing the cycle, and
Oh,
then you
yeah,
have
and
to
then it
reset
you
it.
gotta gum up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I watch him every time they go out of town like that, but there was the other day I had to reset it, and that's only the second time he's ever done that, when
Mhm.
I'm watching him. But Claire ended up texting me yesterday to check on him. I said, "Yeah, I had to reset the little robot." She goes, "Oh, he loves to play in that little robot." But he's as cute as a button. I can't help it. He's just precious,
That's so sweet.
precious,
Yeah.
precious.
Yeah.
So Allie says, my intentions for the week are to put a bill on a payment plan and try to be patient with mom, who is really pushing my buttons, using
Mm,
the let them theory, but only so much I can do until I move out.
yeah.
One day at a time, Allie, and sometimes it's 1 hour at a time
That's
in some
right.
cases. Yeah, I hate Murphy's Law. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And Swain said this
Mhm.
week I need to do some deep cleaning and keep focusing on my self-care. That's very important.
Yeah, indeed.
Kathy's intentions for the week are to continue decluttering and get outside for some fresh air. I am needing a balance of inside outside time. Need to feel the sun and the wind this week. Yes, they swear by getting sun, at least 15 minutes of sunlight a day if you can. And if you can get some in the morning and in the evening, like right before the sun's going down kind of thing, that
Mhm.
will help you. Also, too, just being outside and in nature, you can really fully feel present when you do that. Eckhart Tolle always says, if you want to get yourself back in the present moment, go outside, look at a
That's
tree,
that's true.
look at, be in nature, and it really does help.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie popped in. Hello, Jamie.
Yay, Jamie.
Thank you for hitting that like button. Have a good weekend, my friend. I've been looking at you, watching all those fantastic new movies coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. And Alicia's intentions for this weekend are the bookcases. Then during the week, Monday is tile install day, and then building and painting the rest of the bookcases. So rebuilding and making progress.
Gotcha.
Excellent. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Today and tomorrow intentions also includes reading, submit insurance paperwork, sign agreement to reapply for disability. It was denied, and start sorting clothes. Yeah, keep reapplying. I know it's frustrating, but keep reapplying.
That's true.
Because you just never know. And M said, my intentions for the week are to deep clean and organize our mudroom, finish my current round of edits for my work in progress, and get my steps in every day. Wonderful. I love those intentions. M had 2 high school graduates. So very exciting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a lot.
And Swank also thinks that Lucy is so funny. Molly said, next week intentions menu plan, tidy rock garden, put together all Temu purchases that required assembly. That's fun for creativity. You have a good little balance of things to do.
Yeah.
And Kristen says her TikTok is fabulous.
Oh, good. I haven't looked at that for sure.
This week's intentions for Jellicle, get the roof and porch on the dollhouse.
Yeah.
Professional applause for this. I'm giving you applause ahead of time, Jellicle. So
just taking that on gives you applause. Yeah.
Her dollhouse is so cute.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think I have to paint it before we put the trim. Yeah, I can't wait to see the finished product. And I think one of the most fun things that she's going to be able to do is like decorate it with all the mini furniture and everything.
Yeah, I know. I love those.
Yes, that is an awesome name. I need to see if I can get a picture of Binks and put it in my pet, area.
And there's another movie coming out, the third one.
Oh, of Hocus Pocus?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's what they're saying.
I did not know that. That's amazing. I enjoyed the second one. I really did.
Yeah, I enjoyed both of them. Yeah.
So Molly, good luck. I used a lawyer and the first time was denied. It seems it always happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. To Alicia, you got this. Your books are going to look so pretty on your new shelves. I agree, Kathy, 100%. So that is the end of our comments. I'm glad everybody had a wonderful power hour, that everybody's letting us know what they are getting up to for the upcoming week.
Yeah.
I hope everybody is able to do something with their intentions, even if you can't finish them up. At least if you can get started or make a dent in it, that's something. Reach out in the Discord if you hit a stumbling block and want to share, or if you're just frustrated, we'll give you a hug, a virtual hug.
That's right.
Thanks to Kathy. I can't wait for it to be perfect. Thank you for being here, Swank. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Alicia, for being here. Just keep the eye on the prize.
That's right.
On the prize. Thank you for being here, Livia. I hope everything works out with your filming in your craft room. I hope you get a little pretty background.
Yeah.
Thanks, Em, for being here. I had a great time hanging out with you, and we had a great time hanging out with you, Em. Wonderful. Yeah. And thanks all for all the encouragement. And as usual, thank you for another great start to the weekend. Well, you're so welcome, and we appreciate you being here. We love having y'all here. It makes us happy about the weekend as well. Thank you, Kathy. Wonderful, productive week, everyone. Thanks for being here. Group hug. That's right. Group hug. Some heart love. Yes. Got some heart love.
Yeah.
Everyone has a fabulous weekend. Thanks, Carmen, for being here. Have a great weekend, my friend. We're starting Beaumont tomorrow.
Yay.
And for sure, I can't wait to share the vlog when it's all finished. And I can't wait to watch it. So Happy weekend, and we will
Yes,
see
indeed.
you very soon.
I should say. See, I'll probably see you next Saturday. Bye,
I hope
everybody.
so. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Mindy.
Bye bye.